Hi Leo, and welcome to your July 2019 general spread. I'm Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. Welcome back to the channel, and if you are brand new, welcome. It's first I'm going to say thank you all for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. It just keeps getting better and better. So, and I'm loving working with the people who are booking the personal reads. We've come up with some really interesting information that has been really consistent with the overalls, so it's been really cool. So for those of you who have reached out, thank you. And let me just set up what's going on today. And first, let me just say, last month I only did generals because I got a little busy, and I'm gonna get busy this month too. But because it's your birthday season, and happy early birthday, I want to make sure that I get your generals out, and then I'm going to do a love reading right after this, so I at least get those out for you so I don't miss your birthday season, because you guys deserve that. All right, so with that, let's get started. I've got the links to the overalls in the box below. If you're feeling this reading, hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out so much, or subscribe or share, all of those things. So we're going to start with the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Your overall for the year is fire. You're on fire this year, Leo. Now you may go up and down in your flame, right? Like your flame may be like an ember that's smoldering and then grows brighter and then dies down a bit. So just know it's all the aspects of you this year. And I'm feeling like July, there might be a kick up in your energy. So we'll see. It helps actually when it is your birthday season. So you might be feeling that already. Specifically for this month, you have the Death card. This is Scorpio energy, transformation, deep soul work. This is not putting yourself out there in any other way that is without integrity, right? Full integrity, full truth. You may feel vulnerable and raw doing it, but you know it's for the best and highest good for yourself in the not only in the moment, but for the overall and the way in things are transforming, and that you yourself are transforming. There's so much change right now. I know that you're feeling it. There's so many people tuning in for readings just because they're feeling like, there's so much energy and there's craziness. And what's going to keep us sane is if we have check-ins and we know that we're not in it alone. So no, Leo, you're not in it alone. Here's the other thing. There's this Scorpio-Leo connection. I had some good people in my life who are Scorpios and Leos that had a deep, it was a past life, right? Like a soul contract connection. So if you have a connection to a Scorpio, and specifically a female Scorpio, this might be the month where things are coming up, coming to a head. There might be some more energy involved. The other thing is that you might have a highly transformative, and what I would say by that is spiritual leader. She's deep. She knows what she's talking about because she has lived it. So she might have the Scorpio energy, even though she's not a Scorpio, but there's a feminine around you, or someone who embodies these qualities. It may not even be a female, but someone who's in the receptive mode, who has done some deep work on themselves and is around you or inspiring you, or you're calling them in, or perhaps this could be you. All right, so that's the energy that's kind of floating. We're going to do a Celtic cross. I haven't done that with you all yet, but we're going to do a Celtic cross just to get some more of the information for you for this month. All right, so everything has been pre-shuffled. I'm feeling the need to do this. It's been pre-shuffled. I shuffled a bunch actually, and I'm going to shuffle it again while I'm talking with you. How are you, Leo? I hope you're getting excited for your birthday, getting excited for your time. There are some major energies this month because of the eclipses. So there will be a full moon, there'll be a solar and a lunar, so both new moon and full moon eclipse that happens just at the beginning part of your season. So big change that's unfolding, and you're kind of leading the way for us, all right? So here we go. Now we'll start it. So I'm gonna pull out the 10 cards for the Celtic spread. I pulled out 8 in some other ones, but I'm gonna pull out 10 for you because I'm gonna go back to the basic spread. I like it that way. It unfolds pretty nicely. Okay, so I've had a couple of flippers. I'm wanting to do this a little differently though. Just gonna get to the place, and then just give me a moment and I will find your 10 cards. And I do this by feeling that the weight is usually what calls my hand down, and then I know which cards to choose. Sometimes the cards stick, sometimes they stick together, so we'll see, but just give me a little bit of time here to pull your cards. Dear Leos, some of my favorite people in the world are Leos. I've had relationships with Leos. I've had ongoing friendships with Leos. I have a couple of amazing mentors who are Leos, and you just have this magical energy. Where I'm feeling like that one too. You have a magical energy of fire, basically. You inspire people, and you don't even really have to do much. So it might surprise you how inspiring, and your leadership role is inherent, even if you are an introspective Leo. So if you are an introspective Leo, you may despise that people look towards you for leadership. You may just kind of try to run or keep quiet, or maybe you're one of those people who does production work or work that's in the shadows, but you make major things happen. I've got 2 more cards to go. So that could be the type of Leo that you are. Of course, the Leos that I know are the ones who like to go straight on stage and inspire right then and there, and I love them for it. I love you no matter how you are. I'm a Gemini, so we get along quite well. Okay, I'm feeling, I've got 2 here, so I'm gonna let the 2 happen. And that's the outcome card, so we'll see if there are 2 outcomes. All right. So let me put the cards back in the order. Okay, and then I'll lay them down for you. I might have needed to make some more space, but that's okay. We will figure this out. Okay, so there's our 2 outcomes. Your choice. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Leo, what's going on? Did I just say myself? I didn't mean to put myself in your reading. Here's the Gemini card, the Lovers. Now, we're also talking about, this is a card of deep connection. This could be true, true love, soulmate, twin flamey type of thing. I did talk about past life connections because we're talking about depth here, right? This Scorpio card is up this month. So we're talking about deep stuff, deep connections, deep self. So we could be talking about love. We could be questioning if there's a person in your life right now who is the one or the one right now. Let's see. Oh, it's crossed by the sun. There's such success here. You're hoping, you're wanting. Now, this can also mean part of your energy, so it could be a double Leo combination. Sometimes this can also mean a Gemini connection. So you've got double Gemini here. There's a child involved. Maybe this person is younger than you. You're wondering if it's going to be as successful, as amazing as possible, or that you're hoping for. If you don't know this person, this is what you're trying to draw in. So I'm going to do a separate love reading for you, Leos. But if we want to talk about love now, we can. We'll see what comes out. So we've got the Empress. She came out in the reverse. This is Libra and Taurus energy, Venusian energy, receptive energy. This is your foundation. So the reason why we're trying to manifest this, the reason why it's in question right now is because we're kind of not receiving. We're not open in a way that this is the energy that you might need to take on. So this would be not doing things, but allowing, okay? Making it happen is not going to bring your love, this successful love, about doing other things, enjoying life, being in a place of watching it all unfold around you is the way in which right now you're being prompted to be. Okay, because it's in the reverse. It's asking you to right yourself. Now, in the near past, we've got the Two of Swords. So there was a choice needed to be made. You didn't want to make it. This is also truth, not quite coming out. Perhaps there were two people involved. Perhaps you had two different ways to go, and it was a really difficult decision here in the past. And it could be because we're talking about two separate people, or it could just mean that you had to decide between yourself and, yourself alone or yourself in relationship. Now what we've got in the present tense, we have the Chariot card. It came out in the reverse. This is Cancerian energy. This is a card of movement and balance as well. So you're kind of stuck in probably still this decision-making mode, wanting to move forward, wanting to be in this receptive mode as well. You've got a lot of major arcana up here. Okay, so wanting to be in a place of allowing it to come in, and I think that it's just within your grasp, right? But it's not a grasp, it's just within your outstretched hand that's not doing anything but waiting for something to be given it, okay? You can't do it, you can't grab for it, you have to allow for it. So it's probably been some time that you've been really trying to manifest something, this deep love, this connection, this this perfect, these are great cards here, Leo, right? Great cards that you've got here. The Sun right with the Lovers, oh my gosh. So you've been working on yourself, probably going through some deep transformation, and you've been trying to manifest this for some time. And I feel like you might be in a place where you might be giving up hope. You might feel like it's just not working. This new age stuff does not work. Why am I even watching these tarot videos? They're all, it's all the same, blah, blah, blah. You're probably just at that place right now. I'm going to urge you to wait just a little longer. I had to say this to someone last month as well. It's just around, you're almost there. You're almost there. The Moon. This is Piscean energy. More major arcana. This is major, major stuff, Leo. Okay, whoever the Leo is that's watching this, if this is resonating, and remember, this is a general read, but if it's resonating, this is a major commitment, a major relationship that you have been drawing in. It takes a lot of energy to do so, and it's showing up in so many ways. I'm seeing like Cancerian energy, I'm seeing Gemini, I'm even Leo. There's so many possibilities, but this is major energy that people know who they are, okay? Now the near future, the Moon card is a card of secrecy, but it's also a card of tuning into your intuition. So there may be secrets abound. There might be a secret admirer around you, someone who is kind of floating and waiting to kind of land in at the right time. There could be someone from the past who's looking in on you as well. Doesn't mean you have to go there, but I feel like there's attention being given to you, Leo. And if you're the quiet Leo, you may not feel comfortable with that, but there's some attention being given you here. And let's check this, because we've got the Moon. We've got a moon cycle coming up. So this whole month, there's going to be a lot of input and a lot of emphasis on the moon and the lunations. So check yourself during both the new moon and the full moon. When the new moon comes, it's time to lay your intentions. So I feel like don't give up. Don't give up. Everything is going to move forward. Give it this moon cycle to see how it's going to start unfolding for you. I feel like a lot of us have been in pause mode, and now things are going to start moving. So make your but make some beautiful intentions and wishes this moon cycle for the new moon here. I think it's on the 2nd. And then at the full moon, watch what has developed, see what information has come out for you, and that would be your near future. And then watch how it influences you in the next 6 months, okay? All right, let's see. How do you see all this? Well, 7 of Swords. This is, 7 of Wands. This is normally a card of boundaries, fighting, struggle. that energy is there. I like that it's in the reverse. So this is you not wanting to fight anymore. You not wanting to feel like you have to lay your boundaries. You want it to be mutually, you want to be mutually respected. You can respect others. Why can't others respect you? You want to dream big. You want to bring in whatever this relationship, this balance. This could be a work relationship as well, but I'm seeing a lot of major stuff. So whatever this connection is that you're drawing in is going to have major impact on your life, regardless of if it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship. But you are in a place now where you don't want to struggle with it anymore. You don't want to fight. You don't even want to put the energy towards manifesting it anymore because you've been doing that for so long, okay? Totally fine. I get that. And you know what? It's time to not relax about it. Turn your Empress energy and become your Empressness, right? Receive it so that it will show up for you. You're going to keep fighting against it if you don't allow space for it, okay? And there's that thing about if you're bringing in a lover into your life, you have to have a bed that's large enough for them to sleep in. Make your bedroom as if you had your partner already there. So there's 2 bedside tables, there's 2 lamps, there's space for them in your closet, big space for people in your life if that's what you truly want. Now, how others are seeing it, High Priestess in the reverse, more really major energy here. So others, that would be, maybe this partnership coming in, people who are observing you, might see you as spinning your wheels, right? This is not paying attention to your intuition. This is working too hard. It's also manipulation. So you're working too hard. You're doing too much in a way that's not natural for this progression. Okay. Now just check yourself. You might feel like, I'm not doing anything. I've been manifesting. I've been working on this. I'm living my best life. I'm doing all the right things. Good. Keep doing that. Don't give up because we're almost there, okay? If you're rejecting that, go ahead and reject it. Remember, it's a very general reading, but for those of you who it's resonating with, if there's any of this energy left over, let it go. Now, again, this is other people looking at you. It could resonate and it may not, okay? Hopes and fears. Oh my gosh. Leo, are you just gonna pick all of the major arcana? Okay, we've got the Tower. It came out in the reverse. So, major change. The Tower, okay, so I look at it when it's in the reverse and the upright, same energy. One is a resistance, one is a surrender. You're resisting the big change. Now, the truth is, the hope would be that there is a big change, right? You want the stagnation to end. You want to welcome in this beautiful relationship. You want it to feel balanced. You don't want to feel like you have to not manifest, but manipulate, okay? Just let it come in, right? Just let it come in. Don't resist any kind of, any pushes that you're getting in terms of if there's the opportunity for you to do less, do less. Okay, surrender to the changes, surrender to whatever comes in. Know that it's all working again with you in creating this life that you've really wanted, even if it doesn't look that way right now. Okay, I feel like you're just on the precipice here. Now I'm going to clarify, so don't worry. Here we go. The finality here. Woof. Queen of Swords. Could be that Gemini that comes back in. This is decisive, maybe not as much heart as you have because you are a big-hearted person, but this is the truth, okay? And it's actually, I like the balance of the Queen of Swords. Maybe it's because I'm a Gemini, but it's the feminine energies of a masculine suit. So I like that it's balanced. So the outcome is that there can be very clear words that are spoken. Look, she's got her hand out, which means that she's got her hand waiting, opening up for whatever truth to come in. The sword is up to splice through whatever, BS is there, but her hand is open to allow for the truth. So this is the allowance, right? This is the surrendering to the love that you've been creating, to this relationship, this partnership, whatever it is that you're creating. allowing it. Now, the outcome is if you surrender, receive, something beautiful is coming for you. And it may be with an air sign, but this could also be the energy that you take on where there's the balance. And this could just be the process of you getting to the place of receiving, and that you're in a clear, balanced place of being able to state your truth, okay? Being decisive. Here you were indecisive. Now you may be completely decisive. Now remember, we had two choices here. The other choice here is the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. We had Taurus earlier as well. Came out in the reverse. So this is not necessarily doing things the traditional regular way. So the outcome is you're going to have to do things differently. Speaking clearly, being receptively and open, but perhaps this relationship, this partnership is non-traditional. This could be something where you know, you go about things differently than you've ever done before. You're open to things. Okay, here's the other thing. I'm getting this for the Scorpio card. If you are a Scorpio rising, so if you're a Leo sun or whatever, but if you're a Scorpio rising, what I'm feeling right now is that Uranus, that planet that is a quick and really interesting in the way it brings in relationship, is in your 7th house of relationships. So you may be, if you, this is for Scorpio risings, if what might be happening is that you might be getting a very interesting, strange, odd, eccentric, that type of thing, relationship coming your way. You've been working on it, you've been manifesting it, but here's the thing, you don't know what's best for you. The universe does. That I truly, truly believe that. So no matter what you've been wanting it to look like, it's gonna come in, but it's going to be different than what you expected. And I think you're going to enjoy it because it's going to have the essences of what you need. Everything that's going to be there is exactly what you need. It's going to fulfill you, and it's going to put you in a place. This is the energy for you to take on, this Queen of Swords energy. I don't know why I can't pick up the card, but this is the energy for you to take on here. It's going to put you in that place of being receptive, open, communicative, and it's going to be non-traditional. Now you can choose if you want to do one or the other, that's fine, all right? It's up to you totally. Now I'm curious about this Chariot energy in the present. So let's see, okay. So we've got a non-movement card with a movement card. This could be that you're needing to move away from something, making that solid choice from the past. This is communication, right, with the swords. So you're needing to either state your truth and move away from something in the past. This could be those two people that you were choosing and that you had in your life, and moving on, or again, there's two people in this card, two people moving on together. So movement definitely needs to happen, but there's a choice that needs to have occurred if you haven't made it yet. I'm feeling that it is about either another person or the way in which you want this relationship to be, right? It's the final wishes that you have, and the final wishes that you have about this relationship, lay them down with the new moon on the 2nd, okay? That's your finality, the thing to leave behind. Leave that wish behind, right? You've made it, you give it to the moon, you surrender to the process, and then you move on, okay? There's no reason to keep making the same wish over and over again. Now, let's see what's coming up for this moon card in the future. I'm curious about that moon card. Now we have the Knight of Swords that came out in the reverse. So this is quick communication. Sometimes when it's in the reverse, it could be, again, something that's deceptive. So keep aware of deception, okay? Don't deceive yourself. Be really clear. We've been talking about this clarity that you need. Be really clear about what it is that you're wanting. Give it to the new moon and then let it go. Surrender to the process. And again, we've got this 7 of Wands coming up. So if you feel like you need to lay your boundaries clearly, do that again on the new moon as well. Because then if there are people who are around, if there's deception, if there's some kind of lie, if there's something that is affecting you, it's going to be taken care of because you have already made your boundary known, and now you don't have to worry about it anymore, okay? You just say it once and the universe will respond. This is fast moving, this Knight of Swords. So this is quick tongues. If there's somebody that you're looking into right now, that you're meeting up with in this, in the lunation cycle, they may speak faster than what than thinking, if that makes sense. They may say things that, this would be like on the spectrum kind of person, where they might be a genius, but they say things that could hit wrong, that hit a strange note, that don't taste right. You know what I mean? So be aware when this card's in the reverse. It's just that person is very quick to respond, to talk, and sometimes because they're the Knight, they're still learning how to communicate properly, like you will be later on, right? So just keep that in mind. Keep that person kind of at bay if you can, if that's a person coming in, okay? I don't feel like this is your person though. So if there is someone who's floating around you, this could be a friend or one of those people who are looking up to you. So just keep that in mind, that you still have a boundary to lay out at this new moon. Lay it clearly, and then that person, there won't be any issue, okay? All right, let's see for this. I'm feeling. Let's see for the clarifying for our outcomes. This Queen of Swords energy and the Hierophant energy, please. Did something fall? I felt like something fell. Okay. Oh, that's why. That's why. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, and then this one came out, the Three of Wands. So the Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands in the reverse. I just had the Three of Wands in reverse for another. Okay. So in the near future, there's a small offer. Could be a little bit of money if this is a business partnership. So something is kind of nestling in. Something's working its way out. Just give it a little bit of time, but you don't have to do it. This is not your energy. This is the energy of the thing growing, okay? Let whatever this energy that needs to grow without you having to do anything, okay? Let the other person bring this to you. This is a small offer of some type of connection where it could be body, could be money, could be stability, okay? So you'll get this small offer. It's connected to the speaking of the truth here, okay? So when you stay in your queen mode, in your queen mode of receptivity and clear communication, this small offer will be made to you, and it's up to you if you want to take it, okay? So look. Now it could be somebody who's younger than you as well, okay? I don't know if this is the one. I'm feeling like if it was your one, it would be a king, okay? So right now, look, we're just reading for this month. So we'll see. The Three of Wands, and it came out in the reverse. This is why I'm feeling like it's not your one, because you've got it could be something that's non-traditional. So if it is a younger person and you want to try it out, go for it. Just know that it may not be long-term, okay? It could just be, this could be a fun fling for now, and then later on, maybe next month, maybe in a couple weeks after the full moon, then you'll see kind of the truth of the matter, all right? And this is, the moon will show the truth kind of thing. So you've got some play here, Leo. You've got some really interesting play. Remember, we started with Scorpio energy, so there's some depth to all of this. This is, and there's major arcana all over this place. So there's depth to this major energy. I hope you're not exhausted this month. Do make sure that you take time for you to rest and to take care of yourself in the way that is best. Go to the hot tubs if you need to, or the hot springs, or whatever it is. Rejuvenate yourself, because this is a lot of energy. It seems like it's coming at you. So as long as you're feeling good with yourself, you try not to do too much. Let your wishes be known, and then let the universe kind of present it to you. Then you'll be able to choose if it's right or if it's wrong. Have fun if it's a small offer coming up. If there's a younger person who wants to enjoy, you might have some good times. It just may not be a long term, and it will be something that will be non-traditional, so it might be a quick in and out as well. All right, So Leo, that's what I have for you. I'll have a love reading for you. This is kind of a love reading already, so we'll see what the love reading says. I'll send you guys all my love. Let me know how this all resonates, and I'll see you all soon.